Okay, we live, man. Yes, Mr. Alfonso, right? Alfonso is your surname, right?
Huh? What?
Alfonso Riley.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's me.
I think you're Jamaican, man. Your accent looks like Jamaican, like.
I am Jamaican.
Huh?
I am Jamaican.
Gaza. Huh?
Yeah, man, I am Jamaican.
Yeah, I figured, man. I figured. So when did you like start supporting us now, man? Let's just go back to the roots. So,
I only ever supported Arsenal. So
huh?
I only ever supported Arsenal. So to ask when it's like you have to be back, I mean, I only ever supported Arsenal. There's never a
Wow.
given time that I'm ever confused about a team or being a jumping from a team to a team to figure out which team I needed to support. It's always been Arsenal. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those guys who decide that, guess what? I'm going to have one Bundesliga team, one team over in La Liga, one in England. No, it's always just been Arsenal for me.
That's good, man. That's good. Me, I
Yeah.
think I fell in love with us now. I think the mainly is the hybrid days. I think when but I was too young that time. So if you're young, you're influenced by your big brothers and everyone. So I think the hybrid days is when I liked Arsenal, and then they won with Thierry Henry, and then I think. But the thing is, if you're young, you have some guys who will be like, my big bro is always influencing me, like because he likes Manchester United. So you don't really have a team. But when I really put the stamp, I think it's the Champions League final, man. But we lost it anyway. So, but it's the
Oh,
Champions League final. That is when I really put a stamp, like,
yeah, that was when Henry
you know,
left.
yeah,
That was when Henry left. Yeah,
yeah, and then
it's I was supporting Arsenal way before that. You know what I
okay,
mean?
man.
I think I fell in love with Arsenal. I think ever since I was a tad. You know what I mean? I just always loved the way Arsenal play football.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So I think the love for them begins there, and it's just grown ever since. Everybody around me are different time. I think I'm out of all of my friends or whatever. I think I'm probably one of the only Arsenal fans. You have a lot of
Mm.
Liverpool. You have a lot of Chelsea. You have a lot of Man U.
A lot of Man
Yeah.
U. The
So
only thing I don't have is Tottenham fans only, but I have a lot of Man U is everywhere. 100.
I have a thing. I have one Tottenham friend. You know, what I mean, good buddies I grew up with ever since I know him from I know myself. Why you choose Tottenham, I don't know. But you know what I mean? We still buddies, we're still friends.
Okay, man. So us now, as you know, man, we have come up short. This is the third season in a row now. We have been coming out second.
Mm.
It's like a three-peat, 3 years in a row. We have not finished the job. This is my own. This is how I see it. I don't know if you have a different opinion. So I wanted to get your review on the past season we just finished. We came out second again. I think we have like 20 wins and 14 draws, I think, and four
Yeah.
losses. I'm not sure, but I think we have 14 draws. 14 draws, I'm 100% sure about this one. So I don't know what's your take on the season we just had.
Football is a funny game, right? Because look at this. When I was growing up and playing football, there's one thing they always say: if you can't win it, don't lose it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But guess what?
Mm.
We had too much draws, too
Yeah, too
many
much.
draws, and that
Yeah,
cost us the title. You know
yeah,
what I
very,
mean?
very.
I
Yeah.
mean, like, if you can't win it, don't lose it, and we did a lot of that. But we doing a lot of that make
We had a
us
lot of draws. Mm.
fall short. You know what I mean? That wasn't good enough for us to go over the line. And it's so funny because Liverpool won the title with less points than what
Mm.
Arsenal came second with the year before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's bad luck or whatever it's gonna be. You know what I mean? It's been a rough season. This is probably the first season I pray to finish. I mean, like it's been rough. We've been plagued with injuries left, right, and center. Imagine you have players played through injuries because we don't have a replacement for them. You
But
get what I'm saying? So
for the injuries, you understand, like Arteta is the one who chose to go in with a small team. He had like 21. I think we are Arsenal is the only team I think with the fewest team. He decided to go with a small team.
I don't know if he decided to go with a small team or he just didn't get what he wanted to go in with a bigger team. You see, you still have to understand. Remember, now, we are fans on the outside looking in, right?
Mm,
And we we can't understand the full complementary of what is issued to them at whatever point it is issued, right? So
yeah,
if you're a coach, your job is to win,
yeah,
right?
100%. Mm,
And in order for you to win, you have to have the best preparation possible. And with Arteta case, that means him having the best players at his disposal. No, he did not. Right? So, under what circumstances are you going to be comfortable as a coach knowing that you do not have what you need to perform? You get what I'm saying? And be comfortable with that. He's going to take the blame. He's going to get a lot of the blame because he is the coach. And he needs to do what he needs to do to get the players or to get the owners to open that checkbook for him to get the players that he need. You get where I'm coming from? So on that hand, he falls short a lot
yeah, yeah.
in convincing the owners to give him what he needs so he can get the job done. Right? Just like what they're trying to do now. Now, if they're done what they're trying to do now, last season, we'll be having a different conversation. You get where I'm coming from? So
Okay.
it's
Last la, la- last season he signed Calafiori, Merino, and who else? Calafiori, Merino, right? Who else he signed? I think these
what's
are the
the time?
main players he signed. But he never addressed the striking issue. He never addressed the striking issue. This thing has been going on since Oba left. You know, he brought in Kai Havertz when we clearly needed a striker. Your friends, even if you go to a club, if you go to a pub, they will tell you the same thing. Arsenal needs a striker.
The
Now,
thing about
justify to me how he is not signing a striker. It's almost 3 years now.
the thing about Arteta is I don't know if it's the school that he came from underneath Pep. You know what I mean? That makes him so
Yeah,
stubborn,
yeah.
right?
That's
But
yeah,
you realize how cocky Pep is, right? And Arteta has that same cocky attitude.
mm,
You know what I mean? In it's my way or no way, right? Arteta has his preferred striker. He always has.
yeah, yeah.
And if he's not getting his preferred strikers, he's willing to wait. So I think it was a sacrifice because this is how football works. My thing is, if they had gotten a makeshift striker, then his hope or his dream for getting the striker that he wants is through the door because they're not going to get him that next season. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's where all of that
Yeah, yeah.
was and all of that has happened throughout. He wanted who he wanted. Just like you have this debate right now with Yacarez and Sesko. There's no debate. Arteta know who he wants. You get what I'm saying? So
And
that's the whole
and
situation.
and we want jokers. We want jokers. We are not going to buy potential. You're not going to spend 100 million on potentially on a potential guy. I don't think
Bro,
that
believe
makes
me,
any sense. We
we're not gonna buy Yacarez. I promise you that.
why why
Right?
we cannot buy jokers, man?
Because my thing with Yacarez is this. Yacarez was in England 2 seasons ago. in the championship division. Do you know that?
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah,
So where
yeah, I
was
know, I
this
know.
where was
He
this
was in Brighton.
where right? So where was this phenomenal striker 2 years ago in a Champions League division, championship division? Where was he? He was 24. Actually, he was 25 because he's about what 27 now.
Yeah.
So he was 25.
Mhm.
A striker at 25 should be in his peak a long time, but he wasn't having it there. He moved to Portuguese, where he's banging in goal left, right, and center. You see, you have to understand the levels. You get what I'm saying? Look at Darwin Nunes. Darwin Nunes, I was mad when we didn't buy him because I was watching Darwin Nunes in Portuguese killing it, right?
I never,
Look,
I never rated Nunes, man. I'm sorry.
I liked him because he was good in Portugal, just like Gyökeres is now. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Just look at the whole aspect of the whole situation. If you put Sesko in Portugal, don't you think he's going to do what Gyökeres is doing and probably more? Because he's doing that in the Bundesliga.
He's not doing it. He's not doing it in Bundesliga. In Bundesliga, he's averaging 14 goals. Gyökeres
Okay,
is averaging 30 goals.
30 goals in Portuguese league.
Yeah.
You see, you have to understand
Yeah.
that.
Right
It's,
now, they played like 33 matches. He had 39 goals. So
you
what
still
more do you?
you're still not highlighting the league.
Sorry?
The league is important to highlight.
But what happened when he played Man City, man?
Hey, Man City has been a weak team all season.
Nah, nah. This is
But
last
but
season,
but
right? The Champions
but
League
but
match.
but I understand that they beat Man City, but nevertheless, we're still looking at this. This is the same Gyökeres that was in England 2 years ago in the less division that wasn't playing. That he
Yeah,
wasn't
he's
scoring
coming.
these goals, right?
He's coming of age now. He's coming of age. Even when Issa came, he was not scoring like this. But see now how much he's banging goals. So maybe
It
he's
is
coming of age at the moment.
it is a
And
situation.
you just imagine. We just need someone who can just do the tap-ins. We don't need anyone who's gonna be like we
So
just because so many times Saka is putting in the ball. There's no one even there to tap in. If you check most of the time, we don't need any. We just need someone who's there who just do the tap ins, running behind defenders. And you know Odegaard is always going to find the space. So no matter what,
one of my
we need
next
someone like this.
one of my next thing my other thing with the Gyökeres is this. Um, I'm reading everywhere that Arsenal is his first choice. He's waiting on Arsenal. He's only waiting on Arsenal because Manu is not in the Champions League.
But I heard Juventus is interested as well.
No, but you know everybody's gonna want to come to England. But I'm telling you, he's only waiting on Arsenal because he was waiting on Manu until Chelsea beat them.
And we don't know. Maybe Chelsea soon they'll be bidding, but I doubt since they bought the lip. I don't think they will.
And Chelsea just got whopped today by by Flamingo.
Yeah, I saw the results, man. And this Nicholas Jackson, he had a red card. I just saw the highlights just now.
Hey, it's crazy.
No, my thing is, bro, Victor Gyökeres, I know he has not played the Premier League, right? When he played at Brighton, he was not good enough. But the numbers he's been getting and the way he's running in space, you
My
can
thing is
literally
this.
we have these difficult teams we are playing, right? If you see this, the games we drew last season, mostly is because we are just missing the finishing touch in the box. We are creating, we are doing everything, but the finishing touch is not there. And he has experience with the Champions League. He has played Championship as well. He is in Sporting Lisbon. Sesko is only 22. Bro. He has no experience of the game,
Well, you
and
say
we are
that.
not going to bring a 22-year.
Where was Cisco 2 years ago?
Sorry,
Where was Cisco 2 years ago?
I don't know. I don't watch this.
Well,
But
I just
my thing
forget.
is,
I forget
Mhm.
where the league is where it was played, but Cisco was played 2 years ago, just like Gyökeres, probably in the same kind of atmosphere. When I say atmosphere, I mean the same temperament, the same kind of league. Just one in England and one in elsewhere, right? 2 years ago, both of them moved. Sesko went to the Bundesliga and he went to Portuguese. 2 years ago. They both moved at the same time. So they both have experience. You know what I'm saying? And remember,
Okay,
Sesko is younger.
but a 22-year-old, you cannot say there's experience. He's only 22. I don't think he has much experience. For him to come and then we can put him like we're in the title race. We need Sesko to put numbers. I think that's too
Well,
much for him. We'll be
I'm
putting
going
him
to
on the
be honest with
spotlight.
you. I'm going to be honest with you. I watch Sesko. I look at him. I look at his runs. I look at his drills. I look at everything about him. And I think he fits Arsenal like a glove, right? The thing about me is this. If you're going to ask me who's my preferred choice is going to be Sesko, right? But you remember this. I'm an Arsenal fan. And we're going to be mad. We're going to curse. We're going to, whatever we're going to do. But whatever the club buy, we're going to eventually support.
I know. I know.
You know what I'm saying? So if I get up tomorrow morning and I see Yacker is holding up a shirt, I'm going and I'm rejoicing.
No,
You
no,
get what I'm
no
saying?
issue. This is
It's
it's
just,
hundred
it's just
percent.
like my situation with Party. I don't ever want Party to leave Arsenal. He can retire there for all I care, right? But the thing with Party is this: in no way we can afford to pay a 32-year-old so much money. You understand what I'm saying? Party only gave us one season since
You,
we've been there. In spite of whatever y'all got to say, injury, he's been injured just like everybody else.
but can, but
He's been injured.
but can you blame him for asking more?
No, I can't. But nevertheless, you see, still have to understand. I can't blame him because he's just finished an excellent season at Arsenal, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not even going to blame him for wanting to leave if he doesn't get what he wants either, because he's now in demand based
He-
on the season that he just played. You get what I'm saying? So if it's a situation where, hey, I'm
Yeah,
not
you
going to
see,
get,
this is the yeah, yeah.
I'm not going to get my last bumper contract right here, and as much as I love this club, I got to say goodbye. You know what I mean? That was my whole point. Okay, bye. You know what I mean? We love you. We ain't gonna hold you back. We thank you for all that you've done for us. But if you gotta go, you gotta go. You get what I'm saying? Because I think that he still has a lot to offer. But it's not a situation where they're gonna pay him 200 grand a week because it's not gonna be the first choice six anymore. I promise you that. That's the reason why they brought in Zubimendi. Remember, Zubimendi turned on Liverpool last season, right? They thought they had him through the door. I
Yeah,
I
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I hear that.
Slot mentioned he wanted him. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Scott even talks. You know what I mean? He went and he talks. He said, yeah, look here. That is the second best six in the world behind Rodri. You get what I'm saying? Real Madrid wanted him. He chose Arsenal. That's why I keep on saying in most of my posts is people tend to forget because we've been slacking up as a club for the past umpteen years. People tend to forget that we are Arsenal. They tend to forget the power behind our name. You get what I'm saying? They feel like because Real Madrid say they're Real Madrid, oh, and they have 15 Champions League title, they can just come over to Arsenal and say, okay, come, Lewis Kelly, we need you. No, it doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? Everybody have their own history. You are
My
going to be
thing,
a superior club if
but
all you do is walk around and buy the best ballers from the other clubs. Okay, fine, cool, but trust me, that ain't gonna happen forever.
my thing with you is the thing is it better to pay him more money and keep him than to buy a new midfield? Because a new midfield is going to even cost much more. Because midfield is now inside the 80, 60 million, and we don't have money for that. We need striking options. So I was thinking it's better we kept him and we gave him the money he needs, and then we buy maybe a left an attacking forward. Because Saka does not have any option. We cannot play Saka the whole season. You see what Ateta was doing last season. Carling Cup he's playing. FA Cup against Coventry he is playing. We're even 3-0 up, but Saka is still playing. For what?
I think Saka
He's
just like
not
to,
supposed to be
I think
playing.
Saka just love to play football. I think he requested to play those games. I think
Now see
Saka just always
his
want to
leg
be on
is
the
gone
field.
now.
I think Saka just always want to be on the field, bro.
But
I
see
ain't
now
go.
his leg is gone now.
Hey, when I
But you
look
see
at
now his leg is gone now.
that six, right? I have a interesting way in my head that I think Arsenal gonna be next season, right? When you look at the striker option, right? Remember, we still have Gabriel Jesus at the club, right? So
Mhm.
if we still have Gabriel Jesus at the club and we're gonna buy a striker that give us two out and out strikers, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Where is where is Alvarez gonna play? Because Alvarez gonna play. We all know that,
yeah.
right? So Alvarez gonna move to the
Mm.
left. So that means Alvarez and Declan Rice gonna be sharing that eight. You following me?
They,
Bro, I
they
promise you.
cannot share.
I promise you.
They
Because bro,
cannot share.
I prom I,
Listen. They cannot share because Havertz is very poor in the midfield. I'm sorry. Say what you want. Havertz is very poor in the. You check the most games we play when he's in the midfield, we always lose. He's better playing as a false nine. This is what I have seen.
a false nine
Most
is
game
also
he's playing is in the
so
midfield.
where does a false nine play?
No, I'm saying Havertz is better in the false nine. This is what I'm
I'm
saying.
saying where does a false nine play?
In the striking position, he can
A
be
false
in the striking.
a false nine rotate from the midfield to the striker.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. That's right.
So it's still in midfield. You get what I'm
Yeah, yeah.
saying? It's still in
But
midfield, and
but but but
he always plays on the left side.
but we are not picking Havertz over Declan Rice. No, no, no.
No, but this is what I'm saying. No, so listen to this now. I'm not saying that they're picking, but remember, Avers is gonna play. And I was like everybody else. Avers to me is a average player. There's nothing special about him.
He's just basic, bro. Nothing is that
But
basic.
guess what? He does the basic stuff right. That's the difference. When Avers got injured, I saw the importance of him because I didn't see it before. When Avers got injured and Odegaard was there by himself trying to do that press by himself. You get what I'm saying? I
No,
saw the
I,
importance of Avers with the press and the transition of the ball game. As I said, he's an average player, but he does the average stuff right.
Havertz to begin with. You remember when Jesus got injured, he was now playing better than Havertz. Even Havertz had to get dropped. Do you remember this? When
Jesus was.
Jesus was scoring,
What are we talking
huh?
about? This season or last season?
This season, when he got injured, who he was playing right in front of Havertz. If you remember this season, Jesus,
But he wasn't scoring.
he was scoring.
When? How much goal Jesus scored this season?
Oh, he was scoring. That is, he is the main reason Havertz was coming out from the bench. If you remember those days, the thing is, when Havertz left, Mikel Merino did even a better job, bro, than
No,
Havertz.
Mikel
I'm telling
Marino.
you
I don't
now.
know. I don't know. I don't know.
Mikel Merino had like 7 goals, man. He took time to.
Mikel Marino did better than everybody that went in that striking position. It wasn't just others. Mikel Marino did better than. You want your my opinion now? I think Mikel Marino should
And we
stay.
agree if you're saying better than everyone. We agree there. We agree.
I think he should stay as that backup striker.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't like to see Mikel Marino in my midfield. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He plays sloppy in the midfield. I
Yeah,
don't like
that's true.
I don't like seeing him in the midfield. But I know when he's striking, we getting something no time. We getting something from him. You get what I'm saying? But don't get me wrong, I'm not an Abras fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, just like
Ah,
everybody else can say, just
No,
like
I
everybody else.
think you like Havertz. I think you
No,
like Havertz. I feel like you like Havertz.
I just see how much we missed him when he got injured. But guess what? This time around, it's not going to be the same because if we're going to improve the team, then we have no time to be missing an average player like ours. You get what I'm saying now? But because we had nobody to even replace an
Yeah,
average player like ours, you miss a player like that just because. So it was the
yeah,
shortness of
that's
the
right. That's right.
squad. It was the shortness of the squad that
Mm.
caused him to become such an important player in our eyes. You get where I'm
How
coming from?
okay? How are you justifying Havertz being the highest paid player at Arsenal Football
No,
Club?
there is
He's
no
earning
justification. There is
275K.
there is no justification towards that. I can't even start to do that.
Because of Arteta, right? Arteta
That's madness.
believes in this guy.
And this is what's gonna happen now. Because Avers is the highest paid player at Arsenal, every time they need to renew a contract, that's where everybody else want to reach.
This is why Partey now is doing this thing. You know,
Yeah,
I have had a better season.
party's too old for that, man. Part-
Partey knows he says that he has had a better season than Kai Havertz. And
yeah,
how is Kai Havertz earning more money than him? You know, these players will discuss this thing. You
it's
know,
it's
every game, you know that PSG game when we missed Partey, we could see something was not there. The game in Emirates. If Partey was there, it would be totally different. He knows he's in a bargaining
and
position. He's in a
it's so
good
funny.
position.
What was the game that we played after that PSG game in England?
Um, is it Crystal Palace? I'm not sure.
Party was the one that made a mistake for that goal. You
I
see how
know,
funny it
I
is?
know,
You see how
I
funny
know,
it
I
is?
know, I know.
We missed him so bad, and he came back and caused us to lose the next game. So I mean, like, it is what it is. It is what it
Bro,
is.
okay, so which signings are you looking forward to? Like, which areas do you think we should address? Is it the defense? Do you think obviously we will need another keeper and the
Well,
defense? Is
I
it the
think I
defense,
think
the
our
midfield,
keeper.
or the striking options?
Yeah, I think the keeper is on the. I don't mind Kepa. You know, what I mean, five
I
million
don't
dollar.
mind Kepa also,
Yeah, $5 million for
but a
Kepa. I think that's a steal.
lot of people have not been happy. They've been, why are we taking Chelsea rejects again? But he had a nice season in Bournemouth, man. If you
I'm
check,
not
he
even
had a
gonna lie,
very, very
bro.
nice
I'm
season.
I'm I'm one of those people. You know what I mean? Chelsea seem like they keep this is Chelsea. Chelsea watch our transfers and they come and they buy the players that we want. And then they take
Yeah.
one and they rejects and give to us. You know what I'm saying? I can't get that. So when we return Sterling, I mean, like, I wanted to take him over there by myself. You know what I'm saying? When we returned Sterling, I thought that was hit. Okay, we're done now with Chelsea and their players. Only to get up to the news that, oh, Arsenal one kept on. I'm like, Lord, what's going on with us and Chelsea players? It's
No,
crazy.
I think for Kepa, right, 5 million is a good deal, man. Because I think they wanted to sign this Garcia. I think one Garcia for
Yeah,
20 million for
Barcelona
backup
just
player.
signed.
Yeah.
Barcelona
Mm,
just
mm,
signed him.
mm.
Barcelona just signed. That's a good keeper. That would be a rival to Real, actually. Because Barcelona just signed
Yeah.
him. I think that's gonna be their number one keeper anyway. So it's crazy. So my
What
my
about the
my my thing
defense?
is this.
Mm.
I'm not really worried about our defense. You know what I mean? We probably need one more centre back, that's it. So we can find a cheap centre back with good potential to give Saliba.
Give Saliba and somebody else.
We
Yeah, yeah.
we already we
Give
already we
somebody
already
because
have we
they're
already
playing
have
most of the
Kivio.
games.
We already have Kivio to give Gabriel a rest.
Yeah.
So we just need somebody for Saliba. And the thing about it is this: there is this player that I like that I'm trying to wonder how is he going to fit in Arsenal team. What's his name? The Italian defender that we just bought last season.
Which one?
California. Ricky.
Mm.
Ricky. Ricky.
But,
Ricky.
but
Ricky. Ricky is something special. I'm being honest. There's something special about that kid.
I think offensively he's good, but defensively he has some glimpse. Sometimes he's getting. You saw the way this guy spun around him. This Man City guy. What's his name? I forgot this Man City. The guy they just signed. This short guy in Man City when we played Man City.
Mm.
His defense sometimes he has some lapses. He's getting carried away. I think, but offensively, attacking wise, he is very good.
I think that have a lot to do with game time because remember he hasn't really got no game time. You know what I mean? And when they do get game time, he's mostly in the attack. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
Arteta lets him roam a lot. Because when you look at this guy is everywhere on the pitch. The only place left for him to go is inside a goal. You know what I'm saying? And he brings a
Yeah.
lot to the offense. A lot.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I like to see him on the pitch because something is coming from somewhere when he's on the pitch.
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah. He will try to make things happen. That is,
Yeah.
and he is bringing some good energy also. I remember there's the game. You remember when we were 10 men, and then he came in. When I think Rai said, I don't know who had the red card, and then we played 10 men, and then Fury came in, and then he lifted the team.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he is very good. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I like him. I want to see what's going up with him next season. So I don't think we need much in the defense. I think we just need one defender. And Calaflori is one of those defender, but he's left footed. So we have Calaflori and we have Kivio as two left foot centre back. So that's where the problem is. So one of them, and more likely Calaflori is going to move to the left back position, which is occupied by Miles Lewis Kelly right now. And I don't think he can be moved. I think that kid is a rock right there, right now. You get what I'm saying? I don't see nobody to move that kid because he
Uh,
gets better, but he gets better by game.
yeah.
So um I think we need
But
a we need a left
I
we
think
need a left
the
winger.
main the thing is he's been getting so much injuries. I don't know what is happening. He's been getting so many injuries as well.
Let me see what this season have to offer because I don't understand. You know what I mean? If we stay injury free, we win the league. Well, I don't know now because Liverpool behave like I don't know what's going on. They just win the league and they try to be
He's
scary, man.
Now, last season, you should remember they didn't spend any money, right? You
But
remember
I'm
last
saying,
season they didn't
I'm
spend
still
any money.
saying they just won the league. And they went
Yeah,
out and
but
spent a world record fee on a midfielder, right? And then it's like they have a complete backup to the entire squad already. And on top of that, they're putting in names ambitiously, like Isaac. Bro, come on,
I,
man.
I don't think they can afford Isak because Isak you need like 150, 150. You need to pay
They
150.
already spent too much, so I understand that. But I mean, like, it's crazy. You know what I
But
mean?
the
But we need
problem,
a,
if you're but the kid they signed is good, man. I
yeah,
saw him playing even
yeah.
in
Wiz,
this
Wiz, Wiz, Wiz is very
Premier
good.
League. Huh?
Yeah, Wiz is good.
He's good, man, and he's young also. So,
That's the beauty about it. You know what I mean?
so
Rodrigo would be a good signing if we could get him because I think Rodrigo would lift Martinelli game, and
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
have a
yeah,
reason why because both of them would be fighting for the left position in Arsenal and
yeah,
in Brazil because
yeah,
they play the
exactly.
same position in Brazil. So
Uh,
you'll have both, so they'll be competing. So believe me, that left side will be on fire.
but he played right again in this Club World Cup. he started to play also. He started because I don't think Xavi will sell him. I have doubt because
Who?
Xavi said Xavi Alonso. I don't think he's gonna sell him.
Probably not. It might, because the thing about it is this: he doesn't like playing on the right, and that's where he's playing right now.
Right.
Right? He doesn't like playing on the right because you have Mbappe on the left, and he's not going
Yeah,
to replace Mbappe. You get
yeah,
me?
that's right.
So that's where the
Mm.
problem is with him right now. It's not that he doesn't love Real Madrid. It's just that he's playing out of position, and because he's playing out of position, he's not getting the best. You're not
Yeah.
getting the best from him. So that's his real problem there, right?
So the
And
striker you said you want Cisco.
I don't mind Sesko. You know, what I mean, if I get Gyökeres, I'm still okay. I'm still okay. And as far as the wing is concerned, bro, we're always gonna have a problem with the right wing. I promise you. I promise you. If you is a footballer and you play
Ah,
football and Arsenal come knocking and they're gonna look at you and tell you, hey, we need to buy you playing on the right, you're gonna compete with soccer. I'm telling them no.
yeah.
Yes, I'm telling
It's,
them
it's
no.
it's very rare. It's very rare you get to play. That is the problem.
That's it. That's why you can't find anybody to purchase for the right wing because they're not gonna play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
That's,
it's an issue.
but,
It's an
but
issue over there.
huh?
Yeah, it's gonna be an issue over that wing.
I think we can is because Nelson can play, but I don't think he adds much. Man. Nelson is coming back like he was on loan, but I don't think here and there he has his moments, but I don't think he is someone like you can look forward to when he's coming from the bench. Like Nelson is coming, and then we like
Uh,
he's not really much a game changer. I think that is the main thing.
I ain't gonna lie. I appreciate Nelson, but I think it's time for him to go. Yeah, I think it's time for him to go. You know what I mean? I think
No,
the best choice.
I think he's just a squad player. Bro. I think he's just a squad player.
Bro,
I don't think he's just a squad player who you can keep. That is my feeling.
I don't even think he's a squad player anymore. I think he just need to go find some regular football and see if he can make something of himself before he reaches that 30 mark. Because I think he's getting close now. So you know what I mean? And that's the thing. Sometimes you have to just let go and move forward. You know what I mean? You have this dream or this hope to play.
So for me, Nelson is like from my country. You know, his roots are like from my country. So I'm a bit I'll a bit favor him to stay. That is the thing. But
That's the thing.
for Smith Rowe, man, I don't think we were supposed to sell Smith Rowe, man. I don't think it was a good thing for us to sell Smith Rowe. I don't think it was a good thing. We should have
I
kept
didn't
him.
want us. I love Smith Rowe.
I don't
Smith
know
Rowe is
what
one of
you
my
do.
Smith Rowe is one of my favorite players. I'm gonna be real with you. But you see, you still gotta understand this. The only thing I think that they should have done is I think they should have put a buyback clause in Smith Rowe's contract. You get what I'm saying? But I think he needed to go as well because his fitness started becoming a problem. You
Yeah,
get me? And when your fitness becomes a problem and you lose your place, it's hard for you to get it back.
yeah. But since he went there, I don't think he's been injured, man. I think there's something with Arteta's training tactics, bro. How are we getting so many hamstrings?
I'm not sure if it's trading tactics or whatever the situation is. I just know that I think he demands a lot of these guys, and I think their body have to step up to the demands. And I think that's where they're breaking down. I think they're not stepping up to the work. So therefore, you know what I mean? All right, look at Timber this season. Timber stepped up to the work. You know what I mean? A lot of
Yeah,
players step up to the work.
Timber has been
Look,
immense.
look at
Timber
Rice.
has been very, very good.
Look at Rice.
Yeah.
Rice step up
No,
to the
but
work.
Timber from the first game you saw, you could see Timber is a different caliber. Like he is very, very good. We could see there
And
was
that's
no
it.
doubt. Like everyone could see
Yep.
Timber is very, very good.
Yeah, I like Timber.
But for me, my main thing this summer window is we need to address the attacking options. I think we need to get a keeper. Okay, I think keeper is coming. Maybe a cheap defender, like you said. And in the midfielders, I think Partey needs to stay. Because if Partey is going, then we don't have another option. This is my thing. Because Zubimendi, I think I had he just had his medical and everything is completed. But Zubimendi, we will need time. There are players like he can play well in Spain, but when it comes to Premier League, it's a different thing. But for Zubimendi, I don't think he will struggle at all. Maybe he will struggle 2 3 weeks, but slowly he will surely grow into the game. That is 100%. Then attacking, we need a
I don't
backup
think
for
he struggled.
Saka.
I don't think he struggled at all. I think Arteta was playing it safe when he bought Zubimendi. You know what I mean? With his Spanish connection and his Real Sociedad connection. So I think he already have that bond with a lot of players because I think we have what 3 or 4 players now from Real Sociedad there.
Yeah, and Odegaard also. So we just need to
Right.
bring this up, man, to
So
make the
so
whole
it's
team look good.
Odegaard, it's Marino, and now Zubimendi. And the coach was there as well. You know what I mean? So it's like a home away from home for him. So
Speaking of the coach,
I think he fits in well. You know what I mean? And he plays in a Spanish team, so you know he's used to the kind of football that we play.
yeah.
So I think he fits in well.
So if Arteta does not win the league this season, the coming season, what's your take? Should we keep him or should we fire him?
Hey, that's a tough one. I like Arteta, and the reason why I like Arteta is because he was a player. He's now a coach, and he loves the club. You get what I'm saying? He actually
Yeah,
loves the club. When I listen to Pep Guardiola talks about Arteta and Arsenal, you know what I mean? You say, all right, they'll be playing every team and they scoring goal left, right, and center, and Arteta is the first one that jumps up and starts running. But he said, whenever they play Arsenal, when they
yeah,
score against
true.
Arsenal and he jumped up, celebrate, when they look Arteta sit down like this.
Yeah, he never celebrated. I noticed he never
You
celebrated.
understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So one of the factor about him is the love that he has for the team. And I think that's what kept him there for 5 years. You know what I
but
mean? I think that's what's gonna keep
but
him there for a
the
longer.
thing
But
is, is us fans, right? At the end of the season, we need to have a trophy. We need to have something to show that because we have been coming close now for 3 years. We cannot continue to say because we love Arteta because he's our former player that we
no,
should keep
I'm
him.
not even gonna lie to you. I'm not taking a maybe this year. I'm sorry. You
Mm,
know what I mean? I'm not taking a maybe this year. You know what I mean? I want the league title this year. I want the league or the Champions League this year. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I want the league or the Champions League this year. It gotta be something big. FA
yeah,
Cup ain't gonna cut it. Every single time we went on a trophy drought, we won an FA Cup and everything settled back down again. No, it's not. It's not that kind
yeah.
of
I
year this
think
year.
I'm with you there, man. I'm with you
Yeah.
there. I think we need we need we need the Champions League or Premier League.
We need the Champions League or the league this year.
But for Champions League, okay, I am a big critic of Arteta, but I think for the Champions League, he did well. He did well. I didn't expect him to go this
I
far.
think he did well even in the league. Because remember this man been playing with 12 man for half of the season. You
Yeah,
know what I
that's
mean?
why I'm giving
And
him his
that's
flowers.
where you really have to give the props. So you have to look around as well. If any other manager had the injuries that he had, will they come second? I don't think so.
It's a debatable one still because
So
the
you know
red
what I
cards
mean?
we got in the beginning of the season, they were unnecessary red cards. Everyone knew you cannot kick the ball twice, but Trossard did it, Declan Rice, but for the Declan Rice one, it was an unfortunate one. But everyone knew that don't kick the ball. Don't kick the ball twice, don't kick it outside. But these guys kept on kicking the ball outside. For what? At the end of the day, you're just putting the referee in a position where he needs to make a decision. And we don't want that. We already know Arteta is fighting with his referees. He don't like them. They don't like him as well. So
I think
they
they don't
just
like.
screwed us if you check because we are the only team that got us those cards. If you remember, later after they changed even the rules, also they started saying
Bro,
they just changed it in the middle of
I
the.
think we got played hard by the referee any which way you take it. Look at that red card that they give Miles Lewis Kelly. Yes, I'm saying I think we just got played hard, but I think most of these games we're playing 12 man. That's just my opinion. We play 12 men most of these games. You get me? So
But
it's
I don't think we can. Me and you can say it right, but if I'm standing with any Man City fan or a City Liverpool fan, I cannot tell them, oh, it's because of the referee. That's why we didn't compete, bro. Every time Liverpool drew a match, we never capitalized anything. If Liverpool was drawing, we were drawing. If Liverpool lost that game, we never won. We
I,
never look this season. I think we never looked like we were in the title.
I
I
don't
clearly
know.
can tell you.
This season was, as I tell you, I couldn't wait for the season to done. This season drained every single bit of energy from me, bro.
Yeah, man, this season
Trust me.
was totally off. I think something was there, man. This season we are so poor. Like even the energy, they don't. Every time the transition is slow, they'll take their time to attack, then
That's
they'll
that's
tally,
why that's why Zubimendi was bought.
and then and then they'll wait, and then they'll pass it to Saka. Saka will put it back to Declan Rice. Declan Rice will put it back to Saliba. That's why our defenders have a lot of touches because most of the time the ball is in the back on.
That's why Zubimendi was bought. You see, he transit fast,
Yeah, I saw his transition is very good, and he has this
very
long
fast.
diagonal balls. He
You know
is
what I
very
mean?
long.
That's what I'm
He's
trying. It's
putting it.
different. It's different from Party. You see, Party is the one that love to pass back the balls to the defenders, get it back, pass it to the other defender. You know what I mean? Too much time spending in the back with the ball. You get me? So they're two different players. One is more forward thinking, one is more relaxed thinking. You see, I like Party in the back, as I always say too, because it's cool and collective, and you know what I mean? It
I
takes his
think,
time. He takes his time and he make a nice pass. But we want somebody that don't have to take time to make that same pass.
but I think for us, they offer different attributes. So I think it would be a good thing if we have both of them.
I
He
want
knows.
I really honestly really want Party to stay. You know what I mean? I think with
Nah, I
Party
saw your
staying.
video, bro. I saw your video, bro.
No,
You
don't,
told
if
us
you saw my video and listen to my video, you're gonna know what I
you you
said.
you
I
said this is
said
not a charity club, bro. You
it
said
ain't
this
no
is not a.
charity club for to pay a 32-year-old man over 2 grand a week. And he might be injured for half of the season.
Yeah,
That's
that's an
charity.
attribute.
That's like having another what you call him? What this one in played all season?
Tomiyasu.
That's like having another Tommy Asu. You know what I mean? Ben White just played what 6 games in the last for the entire season. We can't afford another one of that.
Tomiyasu is 2 years now. 2 years.
Huh? We can't afford another one of that, man. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. It ain't no charity. We gotta learn to cut ties. We gotta learn to cut attachments because that's what's costing us from winning titles. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you see me. That's why I tell you I only support Arsenal. Right? It's just all right, look at Man City. Where Man City get all these fans from?
From here, bro. From here. Shake, 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 shake.
No, Man City get all these fans from Pep.
You
Man
mean the
City
fans?
bought
Yeah, the fans.
Man
Yeah,
City bought a big coach that can win
yeah,
titles, and all of a sudden they have fans from all over the place. So I want to know
even
when
the
Pep leave, what's gonna happen to them. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
I,
No,
I
that's the
see
reason I
like
tell
guys
you.
of our age, right? Most.
I am an Arsenal supporter. So I'm not attached to players. I like play. I Van Persie. I love Van Persie, bro. You see when Van Persie disrespect Arsenal and move to Man U, that was it. You see when Sanchez disrespect Arsenal and moved to Man U, that was it. Nasri was my favorite player out of everybody. Samir Nasri was my favorite player. It's when he moved to Manchester City, bro. That was it. So I don't support players. I support
Yeah, but
club.
for Van,
I like a player after he leave the club if he leave with
yes,
respect. But if you leave my
yeah,
club disrespectfully, bro, I'm done with you.
and for the players, they'll always come and go, man. But for the club, it will
That's what
always
I'm
be the
saying.
same, right?
You understand what I'm saying? That's it right there. That's
Uh,
it.
For for for, for Van Persie was a bit criminal, man. Van Persie really broke our hearts, and then he went there, and then he won the
So,
title.
so let me ask you a question. What's the difference between Van Persie and Party?
Van Persie who?
And Thomas Party? Tell me the difference between them.
Oh, no. Okay, they the situation is the same. They all have been injured, right? But
Okay.
for Van Persie, if you saw his recent interview, he said they did not offer him any
I
contract at
saw it. I
Arsenal.
saw
That
his
his
interview.
contract ran out.
I tried to find different reasons to like him, but I just couldn't. I saw all his interviews. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The situation
he
is
said they didn't offer.
I just think they didn't offer him the contract that he wanted. Not that they didn't offer him one.
Nada. No, man. The problem, yeah, maybe that's the thing. Maybe it's not
I'm
what he
telling you.
wanted. But the
Van
problem,
Persie was
the
in the
problem,
peak of his life. Why would it be that we not re-sign the striker that we had so much faith with? Been injured for so much years, and he finally break free from that injury, and then we're gonna sell him? Come on, man, no, bro. There's something else behind that. Just like Party, now Party been
I
injured
think
for
our
all these years that he come here, and he finally had one good season, and he want a bunch of money to save for 2 more years. No, bro.
okay.
That's what
This is why I told you that Thomas Partey, we can let him go, right? But then, bro, who are we going to bring in, bro? This is my thing. Who are we
I
going
tell
to
you,
bring in?
Zubimendi gonna play all these games as long as he's fit. I promise you, bro. As long as he's fit, he gonna play.
And when he gets injured,
When they put in Shenko in there, Chef Shenko. They put in Zini. You know, I think Zini is a better left. I think Zini is a better six than a left back. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's a better six than a
Zin,
left back.
Zini need to leave this season, bro. Zinchenko need to go this season. I'm done with him. They need to go.
Oh boy. I
You
think
remember he
listen to me,
cost
bro.
us that Liverpool game when we were 2-1 up. In the last minute, you saw what he did against Salah. This guy, I'll never forgive him for that game. I'm
There's
done
a
with
lot of people.
Zinchenko.
There's a lot of people that need to go, bro. I love Gabriel Jesus, but I think he needs to go too.
I agree.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm cleaning house. I'm cleaning house, bro. I think he need to go too. I think those two Manchester City players, I think they need to go back.
Yeah. So it's done, man. It's done. It's done.
I'm cleaning,
But
bro.
what was Ateta thinking, man, signing Raheem Sterling? What was the thought process? He told us he spoke to this guy in 10 seconds. He felt the goosebumps in the stomach that this is the right sign. Like, bring you. Huh?
You see,
Sterling. But
remember this about Sterling. When Arteta joined Manchester City, Sterling wasn't a good finisher. He was a good player, but he wasn't a good finisher. Arteta
yeah,
made Sterling into who he is. So I think he decided
yeah.
to take on. I think he decided to take on the project again, but I think that's the way he gone. I think that's the way he gone.
Football has literally just left the legs. Football is gone.
Uh,
It's
it's
done
gone.
for
I'm
him.
like, I don't remember. I don't remember how much time Sterling passed a person dribble past someone in an Arsenal shirt. I'm like, is this the same Sterling? You can't. I mean, like Sterling is still fast, and he can't even run past a person, much less a dribble past one. There's something.
38
I don't.
games, 38 games. He didn't even score one Premier League goal. You know that.
Yeah. Oh
He
Lord.
zero. He didn't score
At
anything.
least he provided a couple of assists in a Champions League game for us. So when we needed that win too.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's
yeah,
crazy.
bro. Yeah, bro. Okay,
Don't
man.
worry.
I think it's almost an hour now. I think we should do this weekly. I think weekly once, or for starters, we can do it once, and then we can see how it goes.
Yeah, man. Just get your thing up and running so we can fix everything together.
I don't know what's happening with my phone because if I open, right, it's just showing me open YouTube. Right. Okay, I'll work on it, man. I'll work on it.
Yeah, man, work on it so we can. I think this is good. As I told you from the first time, you know what I mean. We can use this to. We're small YouTubers. You get me? And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we're new at this. Get me? So togetherness is what helps to grow people.
Yeah,
If you
strength in
if
numbers, man. I
if
think
you
this is
look
this
at
is the most. Yeah,
if you look over AFTV and them, all of those guys have their own show, but all of them still comes together.
yeah, yeah.
You get me?
Because it's more
So
fun if we are together. Yeah, I think that is the thing.
always, you know what I mean?
I
We can do some watch alongs together sometimes and all of these things. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We can do this. You know?
yeah. I even reached out. I saw one guy. I reached out to him also. He told me to share my email with him. So I'll see. Maybe we can add them on as well, and then we can. If you have any guys also, we can add, and then I think the more the people, the more the fun. I've been the one that's just been slacking on this, but in the back of my mind, I knew this is
As
the
I
thing.
told
This is
you.
the only way to go because alone, I don't think people get tired. Like if I'm gonna be dropping each episode alone, and then if you come, it's a different. You bring a different opinion also. So
That's it. And as you
yeah,
can see, my channel, I try to make my channel different. You know what I mean? I
yeah, I
love to laugh.
noticed.
I really do love to laugh. So I bring some laughter to my channel.
Yeah,
You get me?
I saw. Yes,
So that's just me. I'll literally sit down and think about something bad to act about Arsenal and go out there and do it, but still make it fun.
there's
Like the
there's
one
there's there's the one you're crying about us now that it broke my heart. But next season I'll be back.
going right back. I mean, like, and guess what? That part, I just put in that part right there on the spot because that wasn't officially in whatever I was supposed to do. But right there and
You
then,
just came.
that came straight in my head and come straight out my mouth because that's so factual. You know what I'm saying? Because as much as I'm heartbroken, I can't wait for the season to start again to get my heart broken again. It's crazy, bro. It's
Yeah, man, it's crazy, bro. Man, I think we can do the same. We'll see. One day we can do it like the same day over and over if you're free. I think only the main thing for us is mainly because we are 9 hours.
yeah.
The time difference is the
The
main
time
thing. But I
difference is
think we can
crazy.
work on it and get one time where we can always meet. Because now we know it's
Yeah,
9 hours, right? So I'm 9 hours ahead and you're 9 hours behind. So
we
now
we
we can
we'll
just
fi-
build on one day. We can always do.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
yeah, man. Okay, bro. I think we choked it up very well. And even though I'm not happy about you with your video about Thomas Party, I'm not happy. I don't agree with that one.
Hey, it's so funny. That video got a lot of views, but no comment. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be like that sometimes. Sometimes you gotta just speak your mind, you know what I mean, and then move on. You
I,
know what I mean? But
I
Thomas Party is my dude, man. I just need him to
no,
go down with that wage. You know what I
I
mean?
think
Go down
maybe
with that wage,
because of
man.
your caption. I think it's because what you write in your caption. We are running a football club, not a charity club. So everyone was like, They were like, we want to see what this guy does.
Yeah, I think a lot
And
of people
everyone
was mad
everyone enjoys to see.
because the video before that gets a lot of like, and you know what I mean, all of that. But the one with Thomas Part, I think a lot of people is mad at me, man. But it's fine because we all love
and
Thomas, man.
and a
We all
lot
love
of
Thomas.
people and a lot of people, they like to see our misery, they like to see Arsenal misery. Like, they see the red t-shirt, right? They're like, I want to see what this guy talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. But guess what? They come over there. They don't have to worry. Me, I'll curse out Arsenal myself, and in my next video, I'm gonna be loving them up. So it's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, bro. Thanks for chopping up. Let's meet, I think, next week or in the coming days again.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Well,
we have more signings to talk about.
yeah, we should.
Yeah.
We should.
Okay.
All right, man. I appreciate you.
Okay, bro. Take care.
Peace out.
Yes, sir.